What's up, everybody? Team Fit Studios for your Kid Kat, aka Sam here, and with me is
Nexim95, aka Nexim.
and
Kodak the Bear, also known as Cody.
and we are watching Kyle's playthrough with Crawlers against Evil Eye, which is pretty interesting that Kyle found Evil Eye as an opponent when that's one of our decks in the tournament.
Perfect practice, I say.
Yeah. So I just remembered. Kyle told me that I'm not gonna spoil how the end goes because I remember Kyle telling me, but Kyle times out at the very end of this game.
No.
Yes, but you already know who's gonna win by the time Kyle timed out, because Kyle's still getting used to the time restrictions. Before I hit play, just looking at the hands and everything. The Eva
So
player.
8 cards in the extra deck. That worries me.
This is 8 cards in the extra deck. To be fair, there's not a whole lot to run on crawlers other than like you have your main crawler package, and then maybe like the nightmares.
And Astram. Astram is definitely easy to make in crawlers.
You could run that too. It's just like not a whole lot of picking. But the Evil Eye player has the perfect setup right now for their turn. So.
Also, you said playthrough instead of playing.
Your generic XYZs.
Yeah. Crawlers basically just stick to their one formula mainly. You can kind of mix them with other stuff, but they basically stick to their one formula of slowly building up a force and then just taking game. So let us start with Kyle and turn 1.
Get into the game.
Alright. So start. Okay. Instant. Set 1 with some receptor, which isn't bad for starting to let you start getting your plays and stuff. And then we have puppets and we have Crusader Crawler. So going with this, because I think I definitely have the most experience with Crawler.
Yeah, you definitely do, no question.
I already know what's gonna happen on next turn because I have a lot of experience with both these decks. This isn't a great start. You could activate Puppet now on your opponent's turn and flip your receptor and search, but they're not gonna.
By the way, TCG names.
Sorry.
It's alright.
It is pawns. So you can activate pawns. It's the draw phase of your opponent's turn. Flip receptor and do your search. But I know Kyle doesn't know what they're playing against, but against Evil Eye, they're gonna have to beat over it because it's not special summoned. They can't pop it. So there's that, and then there is Crusader Crawler, which you're actually better off leaving a set until you can start building up your field some more.
Yeah, it's useless if you can summon it to a Link Monster zone.
Yeah.
Basically.
So if Kyle flips this now just for a wall, it's really not gonna do much other than give them a target to pop. But let's see how this goes. So turn 2.
I play.
So they draw to a Paleozoic.
Paleozoic stuff together with the Evil Eyes.
Interesting. So we're at the end phase.
Yeah.
So
that didn't last very long too.
Nope. So plays the field spell domain, which instantly gets ashed. So you doesn't get this.
A light stage cannot be used more than once per turn. Reminder: the light stage is completely broken.
So so that gets ashed, stopping the search, and then he sets his Paleozoic under the Nightmare, which is strange to run in this deck. And then Storm Mirror Force, which is nice. They could have set Bodulus, but it's better off to just save that in for free special summon later with the Link Monster. But they also could have summoned the other domain and then use that to use its effect, because the effect not get negated, but it can still activate it if it plays on top of it again and search for.
No, you can only activate one Evil Eye domain per turn.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
That's what I was saying.
Sorry, you're right.
Isn't Undead Nightmare basically like the new 7 tools of the bandit?
Kind of. So you pay
the new MST pretty much.
Yeah. So you pay the 1,000 life points for to just blow up any spell or trap card in the field.
Face up.
And it's continuous, but I don't know what the reason for running this in this deck when you're already burning yourself with your Evil Eye monsters.
I think the point is the deck doesn't really have any spell trap destruction in of itself. It has that quick play spell card,
But
but that's like a one-off.
so it has the quick play spell. It has Retribution, which are both of which are really good
Yeah, but
removals.
Retribution isn't removal; it's negation.
Well, yes, but it still works the same way. If someone's going to play a card, you're going to negate and stop it, and you can just run MST or Twin Twister. So having Unending Nightmare, I think, is kind of.
Maybe this guy
yeah,
wanted to be really edgy and play all the life points pain stuff.
I guess, unless there's like a combo move in his deck where he benefits off of burn himself. But I guess we'll have to see.
I mean, his name is Agony spelt wrong, so I mean, he probably
No,
was kind
it's
of.
not
It's
spelled
true.
wrong. Cody, I would like to inform you that it is not spelled wrong. It's just the French spelling. So it is spelled correctly, but in French.
So French people can't spell, is what I gathered.
SMH.
All right, we're going on to next turn, which is our turn
Play.
3. Draw face, draws into Dendrite, flips, activate. Interesting.
Pawns.
Wow, we're on a chain link 4 to stop all of those. So we get to flip anyways, and because we get to flip, we get to special summon World Armor.
Crawler, Crusadia Crawler, to be honest, though. It would have been useless.
Yeah. Sorry, I paused that. So,
And then Nightmare destroys it.
yep.
Well, that was a hell of a turn.
So
Yeah,
goes in.
nothing happened that turn.
I still think it's weird to run Undead Nightmare, which I think is like this person's downfall right here. If it was an MST or a Twin Twister, it would have been fine right there.
Though she could have normal summoned Dendrite to summon a Link Monster, right?
Yes,
But
but
she said
you're
that.
better off setting them anyways, just because you're gonna get more benefits out of it. If you're gonna normal summon it, it's not gonna do much for you. Like you could normal summon it to go into a Link Monster, but if you're going into a Link Monster, you're not gonna be able to benefit off of it anyways. Because the one you're gonna want to bring out is what's his name, Krawler, and Krawler's not gonna get any bonuses because he's gonna be the only crawler on the field, while you have World
Well,
Legacy
it's
armor.
not gonna float though.
Yes, but you're better off just making it. Basically, when you run into the crawlers, it's just slowly build your field instead of trying to get into your Link monsters as quickly as possible. You just want to slowly build your field up, and then go into the Link monster, and then grow from there.
I didn't even want to learn about colors, but I guess I'm still learning some stuff.
So this player right here, it's not bad. It would have been better if we still had pawns to set Receptor back down at the end of the turn. Also, instead of going with Axon, I would have gone with Spine for the pop. Especially now that you know that you're playing Evil Eyes and you know that they're basically the whole thing is running one big boss monster. But I guess Axon can also pop the field spell because you can't target if it's already on the field when it has Celine. So it's up in the air, and with pawns down, you can't manually activate your flips. So interesting start. And does World Legacy get its effect?
The field spell, you mean?
No, the armor. No, only if it's normal summon. If it's normal summon by tribute,
Yeah,
like monster, right?
that's never gonna happen. Do you ever normal summon it?
Yes,
When you
I actually do for the search. Oh no, wait, yeah. What?
But that's when you also.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
summon-
So she got the search off with that. Quick fake target one. So.
Yeah,
So yeah, I have.
She got the field spell.
I have
That
no.
got blown up
I
right
have.
away.
Yes, that's right. I have normal summoned in the past to hit stuff. And it is a very valuable thing you can do. Because normally what you do is you flip summon something, use its effect, and then distribute it off for World Legacy armor. But it just depends on the scenario. But yeah, so let's
And then
go.
you bounce it.
So then we'll go on to turn 5. Or turn 4, sorry.
Turn five.
Sorry, 4. I was reading it
I
wrong.
was like, what?
So we get some. Wait a second. I'll pause in a second. So we go into Sergio, and then
Yep,
we
so I can
search
trade the
I can't pronounce that, but
Catoblepas.
the fact that it's even ran in the deck is weird because it's not
Yeah,
that.
Catoblepas is like the worst card.
It-
Nobody even runs it.
It
most
has
of the
its
time.
uses, but it's not really needed. Why not just search the field spell, or not the field spell? Sorry, the equip spell.
I'm
So
under
he
the
starts
same
from the
impression that
graveyard.
X had, which is this guy is just running the entire archetype.
Thank you.
Well, the
Illegal.
entire archetype is like 5 cards. So
It's like
yeah,
5 monsters total, and then the rest of the spells and traps.
maybe we'll get some new support soon.
That's weird
Yeah,
because he could have searched Celine. What's in the grave?
Selene.
You can even activate Celine right now at the before you end your turn. Activate Celine to pull it back to the field and
Yeah,
set it.
and I found it weird that they sent it with Basilius and then it didn't use the effect.
Oh, which effect?
The
Oh
effect
yeah,
of Selene to set it from the graveyard.
yeah.
Because he sent it to the graveyard with Basilius. Why would you send it from the deck to the graveyard if not to set it? But maybe he's like, oh, I only have 2,600 life points. If I do it again, I'm gonna die. Maybe that was his thought process.
I guess. Also,
Maybe.
why not activate Stormin last turn? There's like
Maybe they
there's so
don't
many
want the
weird
color
misplays
to
here.
flow.
I don't know because you also could activate Sergio right here. Get Evil Eye, equipped it, blow up armor, so you don't have that threat anymore. Now to put you at 2100, collide into Receptor, or not collide, but battle Receptor, blow up Receptor up. This is standby phase of your opponent's turn, activates effect again, it's at 2600, and at that point, Kai won't have anything to really hit that with, and he can't target with effects if it has Evil Eye on it.
But you know, we shouldn't really expect optimal plays from YG Pro players
I mean,
because
it's true. It's just we're just looking at this as like, I mean, this is how I would handle the situation, but it's interesting. All right, so I guess we'll
alright,
move on to next
so
turn.
beginner turn 5.
Yep. So we draw into Ravener, flip that, activates effect, go into Quillup now,
Mm. And get
chain in
rid
our
of number 1.
Paleozoics. So
Yes.
take 400, and
That's
the end
a
of the turn.
lost win that went kinda too late to the graveyard there.
Why are we not activating Stormin still?
But I guess because he read the Link Monsters effect. He actually read the Link Monsters effect and he's like, oh, if I bounce it, I'm gonna summon 2 back from the graveyard. Maybe he read it actually
I,
did
I,
him
I
bad.
guess I guess he's afraid of the getting the monsters back, but like I don't know. I feel like at this point you have to activate it or you're done for. And if you activate it, you can also then chain your other Paleozoic engrave. I'm actually gonna look at the deck real quick just because I'm curious. What is their build? Pure Iron Wall.
Imperial Iron Wall. I guess he's using that for the Peleos and for Lost Wind because Lost Wind sets itself indefinitely every time
Yes.
if Imperial Iron Wall is there. And one time I did it in my ninja deck. It was pretty fun.
I don't know what this build was, but I guess we'll continue on.
Moving on.
Okay, so draws into Imperial Iron Wall.
He
Uses
destroys.
Unending Nightmare to
Oh, that was actually pretty smart. So he got back there.
yeah.
And now he equips it, but now it's kind of too late.
Yeah, I mean it's far too
because
late
he
at this
has
point.
little life points.
During end phase, we have only accent set, which accent will just blow up Evil Eye. And then do what from there? Oh, I guess. Oh yeah.
And there goes Stormin, just so he doesn't lose. But
Yeah.
the monster's effect activates.
So do that.
The one that got bounced to the hand activates.
Mm-hmm. So brings out that.
What a full field, and that's where unfortunately it ends. Because, yeah, timing out as you said earlier.
Yep. I'm a little behind, but I'm catching up now, just watching the plays. Yeah, at this point, like, Kyle basically would have took it.
She would have end phase. She couldn't flip anything, right?
No, but with everything set right here, you go into your next opponent's turn. They only have a 2600 Sergio, which is gonna get hit by. It can be hit by anything really. If Spine gets flipped, Sergio's gone. You only have your Paleos left. You can't use Evil Eye anymore because you're down to 200 life points. Can't use Unended anymore. So I mean, the duel would have been over basically. There wasn't much that they could have done.
Kyle should have, by all intents and purposes, won that duel.
Yes, and only reason it was lost due to time restraint. But yeah, that was interesting, and Kyle got a decent hand at the Krawler's deck, so we'll see how that goes in the tournament.
That'll be the end of this video too. Thanks
Yep.
for watching.
Thank you, everybody.